who have standardized English medium.
Your pronunciation, the humor, the storytelling, patta. That's it. You were having the biggest crowd in the market.
So like you said, Riyas, this is the comeback. I have to also say I'm pregnant, Riyas.
Almost did kill Hituada.
That is a miracle.
I always ask my students also.
And you are crazy enough. ChatGPT will be replacing Riyas very soon.
Do you really think that people will be reading books right now with the Gen Z kids?
So when you talk about Fatima, she is youthful, she is petite, she is beautiful, she is well behaved. So if you want to learn ICT with emotions and inspiration, you know who to call. Call me and I will call Riyas.
And about literature, definitely the grandmaster. Welcome viewers, hoping to see you all back again. Welcome for a brand new episode series with Mastro. So this time I wanted to take it a little bit special, a little bit fun. Okay, I'm getting my colleague with me this time, someone who is known as the Grandmaster, Khamakazi, okay, and the world of literature in his words. Welcoming our Javed sir. Welcome sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for the
How
opportunity.
It's like an unpredictable. I don't know how can I say this meeting between both of us right now. It's awesome to see between all the viewers,
Exactly.
all the students. Okay, I think first time two teachers are meeting each other. Aren't we rivals? No.
Absolutely, absolutely. To be honest, we did start off as rivals, but now I work with Riyas and the experience has been game changing. Like I said in the beginning, we have been setting the bar way high up. We get a lot of comments from the students. So it's teachers like us, especially you, sir, who have standardized English medium. It's a huge honor to be here in front of you, sir.
Awesome.
I've always admired you, always admired
We'll
you.
have a hug after this, definitely.
Exactly.
But also telling about Javed sir, one of my favorite literature teacher. Like you asked me who is a good literature teacher in the market or off the market or anywhere, I just know only literature. It is Javed sir. Because your word, your pronunciation, the humor, the storytelling, patta. That's it.
I'm completely lost for words.
It's a paid promotion also, don't worry, okay. So I think this segment is completely unscripted.
Absolutely.
So we just came in, started talking each other. So I have some questions for you.
Absolutely,
Like,
sir.
Javed Ossen, okay, last year, have been ghosted, okay. I have been like, when I came into tuition, when I came into doing classes, okay, one of the person I got inspired is you, because you were having the biggest crowd in the market, and literally I think 1,000 plus students in a Zoom meeting.
At one point, yes.
That's it. Okay, this person. But after some time, okay, you have been ghosted. I don't know whether that's the correct word.
I have been.
You have been ghosted. So what is that reason, and why this comeback?
No, so to be honest, Riyas, I'm dying.
Really?
Yes, I am. So at one point, I was a household name. I was one of the leading English medium lecturers in Sri Lanka. But unfortunately, I fell into a few health conditions. So in my family, we have hereditary kidney failure, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. And at one point, I was very ill. I could not talk. I could not walk, and I had to change my lifestyle in order to stay alive.
Really? Alive?
Exactly. So if I don't live a healthy lifestyle, if I don't work out, if I don't eat properly, I would pretty much be dead because of my condition. But miraculously, Riyas, recently I got the motivation, I got the drive, and some inspiring people gave me valuable opportunities. I don't want to waste those opportunities. I don't want to let people down. I've let enough people down. So like you said, Riyas, this is the comeback. And following up with that idea of the comeback, I have to also say I'm pregnant, Riyas.
Again, what? Seriously? You just said you are going to be dying, and then you are saying you're pregnant. Okay, explain it.
Let me reiterate. So I'm pregnant with knowledge, because literature is a subject that injects knowledge into your brain. Speaking of a subject that injects knowledge into your brain, it's ICT, right? Tell us something about your subject, Riyas. How has it affected you as a person? Now, you mentioned that I have left the market, that my fame died off, and this is the comeback.
Actually, regarding this reason, only I know it today, right now, after having this conversation. Many of the viewers, many of the students might not know the actual reason. But then there was a bigger struggle than you have been going through.
Absolutely.
So, how you were able to overcome? Like, you were like almost dead. Kila hitu ada?
Yes, to be honest, yeah, I thought that I was dead. So the situation got very critical, and even the doctors thought that I was in the final stage of kidney disease. But fortunately, it turned out to be that I was in stage 1. So that is a miracle, and by God's grace, I'm here. And the second reason, right, Riyas, the reason why I'm here is because people believed in me and people gave me the opportunity. Now, for example, I work with Riyas in Centrix, and if I were not given these opportunities by forward-thinking people who believe in me, I would not be here. So I want to honor that belief, and that's why I'm defying death. Death doesn't matter now. It's life that we're focusing on.
More than a Sogamana Kada this time.
This is more than a Sohamana.
Bhayangaramana Kadaya.
Absolutely. I have a follow-up question for you, Riyas.
Definitely,
Now,
sir. Yeah.
my fame died off. Even though I'm not dead, my fame died off. But how have you managed to survive and set the bar way high up? How have you been able to outperform all of the English medium teachers in the past half a decade? I really want to learn from you, Riyas.
Okay, so it's going to be a nice, beautiful lesson. The first reasoning is the commitment. No matter what you do, where are you? Because as a teacher, I believe that it's been only a number of days that I have been attended videos. Like few number of days which I have attended. So a lot of sacrifications has happened. So it's about the true commitment that I have given for the students regarding in my subject, and that's what I believe as someone, because I always ask my students also, I will give my 100% in this subject. Are you willing to give that 100%? Because if I give that 100% in there, I don't matter about the other people. I always tell my students, if you are studying, if you are coming to a classroom, give your 100%. So maybe I think that 100% of anything, including the marketing, including the tudes, including the sessions, including anything which I do personally in my profession, I have given that 100%, and that's what I believe that made me to get on to this journey and come all the way up to half a decade, as it said. But time has gone so fast.
Absolutely. I just remember we started during COVID. We
both started at
peak of COVID, right, boss?
Peak of the COVID.
But now, looking back, it has been an epic journey. Some winners, some are not yet winners. And what I can take away from what our Riyas said is that you have to have a lot of sacrifice.
Definitely, sir.
And you have to have a lot of commitment. And this is really interesting, Riyas, because not only can the students learn from Riyas, but if you are an up-and-coming lecturer, if you are an English medium teacher, and you are crazy enough to set foot inside of this hyper-competitive market, learn from Riyas. I'm also learning from him right now.
Yeah, and what made you miracle is I'm like, wow, sir. That means there is God behind.
Absolutely. There should. Hell yes. There should be God behind this, because what happened was a miracle. So I've been given a second chance, not by Riyas.
I think your comeback is more stronger. That's what God wanted, right?
Absolutely.
Firstly, He has made you to restart the race again, and rather than the Javed sir which I saw before, this time the comeback of Javed sir is way more stronger. It's powerful, it's massive, and it's unpredictable. But I'm really happy, sir.
Really grateful. Really. And it was not God who only gave me a second chance. A lot of the colleagues that I work with, Riyas, and we have more lecturers who have given Javed sir a second chance. You can't forget our pupils.
Different
Our pupils are also willing to work with us and give us many chances. So we have to live up to that standard.
So if the take from me, if I wanted to give it to you, also give that 100%.
Absolutely.
I want the students also to give that 100%. That's what really matters. So right. So that's under the topic about both of our stories. So what's next, sir?
It's been very peaceful, sir. So I want to bring up a little controversy. You know, Javed, sir, right? I'm very controversial. So I really want to ask you, sir, what is better, ICT or literature? Because I think ICT is all about computers and ChatGPT will be replacing Riyas sir very soon. That's my personal opinion. Okay. Is that true, sir?
Let me put a pin on that. Okay, literature, do you think it's getting philosophical, old, outdated? Do you really think that people will be reading books right now with the Gen Z kids? Okay, literature is getting faded off, sir. So what do you take it in that way? How did you say about that literature thing?
Ouch, that's very personal.
Same thing, sir.
It burnt me, oh my god. Let me quickly remove it.
Okay, yeah. So tell me, sir, like, will literature will still matter for us? Will literature, do we really need it at the moment? Okay, for the students, and for a student who is going to take literature in 2026, it is still important.
My short answer to that is absolutely yes, sir. But let me give you a more complex and a lot more refined answer. The first thing is, sir, literature is not only a subject about poems and stories and the boring old dramas. Literature is a foundation that you need for English. And you know, right, sir, if you need a future, if you want a successful future, your English has to be there, sir. You have to be a good speaker, communicator. Your vocabulary has to be very heavy. You should be able to make complex contributions while speaking. You can't always win by speaking in broken English. So, let me go off topic. I get a lot of compliments, sir. From students, from teachers. They tell me, dude, your English is so good. It's not fake, it's authentic. It is very easy to understand. I love the pronunciation. So where do you think all of these qualities were given to me, Riyas?
So that means the teachers are making it boring, teachers are making it cursed.
Literature, yes. Any subject, right? Any subject teacher will make it boring, but it's our job to make our subjects valuable.
So that's what Javed is. Javed is being fueled with that literature.
Absolutely.
That's what you are talking. That's what we are right now.
I am who I am because of literature.
Mind blowing. That explanation is great. So I wanted my son to be doing literature also as well.
Absolutely, and I want your son to marry my daughter.
Oh shit! That's okay. That's off the topic.
Okay,
cut scene editor. Right. So.
BTS behind the scenes.
So right. So what was your question, sir, about that IT? You were
exactly. So why IT, Riyas? Mm-hmm. Why not ChatGPT? How do you know that ChatGPT won't replace ICT in the future?
Okay. So IT, of course, anyone. Okay, like for your question, okay, which relates, I'll rephrase it again. Why not IT might replaced? IT might not replaced in there. Anyone can teach. Am I correct, sir?
True.
Me, everyone can teach. Okay, even the people who are behind, they are ready to teach. Okay, they can tell you this mic, maybe I use karanne, maybe. But how many people can inspire? Few people can inspire.
Absolutely.
ChatGPT can teach you certain things, but will you think that ChatGPT can inspire people?
Absolutely not.
We use ChatGPT like we are treating the ChatGPT as a shit right now. To search certain things, okay, to write an email, to draft a craft in there. But emotions, it's with us. That's what ChatGPT cannot be replaced. AI cannot be replaced in that. That's the main thing. So IT, of course, it's like a tool. Okay, exactly. So using that technique, using that tool is what it's really important. So we people take it as an so that's what we see.
That's a very rich answer, by the way. So it's actually eye-opening. So what Riyas means is that It's not about the computers and the code and the programming. It's about emotions. It's about understanding and it's about inspiring. So if you want to learn ICT with emotions and inspiration, you know who to call. Call me and I will call Riyas sir.
And about literature, definitely the Grandmaster. So, I have a small segment for that. We have been fighting right now.
Absolutely.
What is ICT and literature? We have a small segment, okay?
Cool. Give me a second.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I have a beautiful segment for you. Here we do have some chits. I hope you also have written for me. Okay, these chits include some literature phrases and that includes some IT phrases.
Of course.
Just take a chit, read it, and try to guess what it says.
That's very fun, Riyas sir. Let me take a look right now.
We're going to pull only 3, eh?
Of course. Number 1. Should I go first, sir?
Anything, yeah. Exercise first, always.
What is ROM?
Wrong, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to wing it.
Any idea?
Is it
what-
romantic? ROM means romantic.
Literature, definitely. Okay, nice. ROM is basically a memory, sir, which you use to hold it. Certain things which you are in your brain, which knows that in the morning, what is the first thing you did? Wake up.
Woke up and brushed my teeth.
It's programmed, no?
Yes, it
Same
is.
thing like ROM. ROM is a memory which has been programmed to run certain instruction which the computer has to do at first. And basically we can't change it.
Okay,
a
that's
ROM.
very interesting. It is.
It's
amazing.
interesting. Okay, awesome. Hope you get the concept. No?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Yes, I
let me
did,
take
sir.
one. Let me take one. It's based on literature. Okay, good. Oh shit. What is it?
What are literature paradoxes?
Okay. Assume like I'm opening it. What are literature paradoxes? Okay, really? So the only word which I know from here is literature. Paradoxes. Something like a loop or something?
That's a really good question. That's a really good answer, by the way, sir. And you would not be wrong if this were without literature. So there are 2 kinds of paradoxes. There is the loop paradox. So now, for example, what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? That's a paradox.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not a literature paradox. So in literature, if there is a contradiction with a philosophical meaning, that's a paradox. So I hope you can understand the difference. Now, for example, sir, in literature, in the O-level syllabus, we have a poem called War is Kind. So is war kind, sir?
Definitely not.
It's a contradiction. It's a logical
That's paradox.
contradiction. But it has a philosophical meaning.
Okay.
The philosophical meaning is that war is the equalizer, right? So if you want peace, what should you engage in, sir? What follows war? Peace, right?
Peace.
So there is a philosophical meaning. Do people agree? Obviously they don't. But in literature, a paradox is when there is a logical contradiction with a philosophical meaning. For example, war is kind.
Like wife is sweet when you give, like there's a wording, no, wife is sweet when you give honey, no, honey is sweet and wife is honey when you give money or something. There's
Absolutely. That can be a paradox, yes. Marriage is a paradox. Of
Okay,
course.
definitely.
That's why I'm not married.
Hashtag. Okay, so go for another one, sir.
Of course. It's really fun. I love IP. What is IP? I know IPL, sir. Ada, idellillam IP, yeah?
I feel ill, not that. Any other IP?
IP in the urinal.
Sir, அது வேற இது வேற. So IP, it stands for Internet Protocol. Basically, your name is Javed, Muint, Riyas Rushard. Everyone has a name to be called. In the internet, you also have an address, and that address which you can use to call and computer uniquely known as an IP. So it's basically like your name.
Exactly. It's like a unique address, right?
Definitely.
I legitimately learned that only today, even though I've been using computers for a very long time.
Definitely. Without an IP, you can't get connected to the network.
And that's how people can trace the IP because the IP is an address, right?
Do you have any numbers to trace?
I hope people don't trace my number.
Oh, okay, definitely. Fatima is an angel. She was an angel, sir. Okay, nice.
What happened to Rivka?
Oh shit. Okay, what does this metaphor communicate? Fatima is an angel. Does it say? Does it share her character?
You're absolutely right. So that proves, Riyas, that literature is all about real life examples.
Wow.
So it communicates Fatima's character. Now, you can't call an 60 vayassu kelavi an angel, right? So when you talk about Fatima, she is youthful, she is petite, she is beautiful, she is well behaved like our female students.
Definitely.
So that is a good example for a metaphor. You are visualizing Fatima's qualities. Fatima's brother is a monkey. That's another metaphor.
But Fatima isn't?
Fatima is an angel. We all have our Fatimas waiting for us.
Definitely Fatima's brother is a monkey.
There is a Fatima waiting for Riyas as well.
Definitely. All Fatimas, no?
All Fatimas.
Definitely.
Our students.
Definitely. Let's go for the last chick, sir.
Of course, sir. Fuzzy logics. I know this one.
Just a direct hit.
I know this one. So on the washing machine, fuzzy logic nadichikkudu thana.
Sirata. Okay.
So this is the logic that you need to wash clothes, fuzzy clothes. Is that correct, sir?
Absolutely wrong, sir. Okay. Okay. Fuzzy logics. In short. Okay. We do have in computing always computer need a reason. Okay. When you have two choices, male, female.
Okay.
Up,
Down.
left,
Right.
1, 0. So basically computers for the past decade they have been using these binary to give reasoning. But
Understood.
that's not always true.
Okay.
When I ask for an example, if I open Google Maps and when I ask for a specific destination, okay, Google Maps do have two choices, road A or road B.
Okay.
So it might tell you in both the paths, but are they always correct?
They won't if there is more than two options.
Exactly. There might be traffic, there might be roadblocks, so we have to take a decision based on it. So fuzzy logic says, moreover, not getting a reason based on true, false, nature, also getting the exact absolute truth. It's finding other reasoning, the correctness of the answer. So mostly ChatGPT uses it. Google Maps uses it. That's the reason when you are traveling using a Google Map, it automatically reroutes to another location based on the fuzzy logics. It doesn't say true and false.
That's very eye-opening. I had no idea, and we all need fuzzy logic in our real life. Because if you want to make the right decision, now for example, if you're looking for the best ICT class for O-levels or A-levels in Sri Lanka, online or physical, use fuzzy logic and join Riyas's classes.
If you wanted to see Fatima as an angel and a brother as a monkey, definitely join our Javed sir's class, okay, online and physical, and this time the comeback is way more strong.
Thank you so much, sir.
So that's going to be the last episode, but we do also have a surprise.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I wanted you to get a kind of a metaphor about a garbage, something about a garbage. Tell me about a garbage in there.
It's not about taking the trash out. It's bringing the trash in.
Okay, right. So what does that mean?
It's that in life we discard many things saying that it's trash, garbage. But while we are too busy getting rid of everything, we miss the most valuable things. For example, our family, our friends, relationships. We discard them like garbage because we have the throwing things away mindset.
Definitely.
Not preserving and not rescuing.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So for this segment, let's bring a garbage in.
Absolutely.
Let's bring in the garbage.
நான் கேமரா ஃபேஸ் பண்ணி திருப்பி வைங்க நீங்க சரி
So, okay, bring in the garbage. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Boom.
So this is the garbage you have been talking, sir. So we brought him a new piece on do. Our Mohit, okay, to join with us. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining, Muhid. It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
So how are you feeling with this?
Doing good and thank you for
So we just made you
welcoming.
this time. That last podcast you looked well new. So we wanted with Javed sir behind the blackboard series.
Back to another podcast with Javed and Riyas.
And I know your usual dialogues, sir.
So I have a question, sir.
Please, Muhid, go ahead. I'm
In
listening.
literature, I know only Shakespeare, but I don't know anything in literature, sir. You
தெரியும்டா, நீ இதைத்தான் சொல்லுவேன். Basic science அந்த certificate கேட்டான் sir, I know only
periodic table.
periodic table. Sure, அதுக்கு கீழே mathematics, I know addition and subtraction. But இங்க வந்து எனக்கு கேட்பேன், எனக்கு என்ன சார் கேட்க போறாய்?
I know only
Mouse and keyboard. தெரியும்டா நீ. So what made you Mohit this time? So we brought the garbage in. So do you have anything special for us today?
Yes, and I have been watching that you both were having a tiny conflict about ICT versus English literature. I am here to bring peace.
Okay, that's good. That's good, Muhid.
Okay, so let's bring peace between Maestro and Grandmaster. Starting off with, we'll jump to a small game segment. Are you ready, sir?
Love it.
Beautiful.
Okay. First question.
For whom?
Both. Okay. You are getting an old lamp. You're rubbing the lamp, sir.
Okay.
Okay. And a genie appears. And you get only 3 wishes. What will you ask Javed, sir?
That's a thought-provoking question. I have 3 things in mind, Kekavaria, sir. No, in all seriousness. 3 things that I would ask for is Muhid, internet, a laptop, and then electricity. Because I want to keep teaching online classes. That would be the simple answer.
Let's appreciate Javed sir's dedication towards his online students.
Okay, nice.
Okay, now same question from Riyas, sir.
For me, okay, what are the 3 wishes I would want to have it? Okay, that's nice. Okay, I wanted to complete certain movies which I wanted to finish, which I couldn't do it. So finishing all the watching movies in there. Second wish, wanted to travel certain places, especially certain countries which free visas are there. Okay, nice. Okay, traveling a couple of countries. And then last one is going to be about a hike. I just wanted to go on the hike.
Hike?
That's
The Hantana?
Yes, exactly. The same hike that wanted to go in and complete.
Okay, so let's move to our second question. So this is a bit an interesting one. So I want to ask you, Javed sir. So Javed sir, how is 2025 to you?
Oh my God, that's a very complicated question. Who bought him, man? Who bought him here?
It's an unpaid person.
To be honest, no, it's an eye-opening question. It's a very complicated question. And at the moment, we are almost out of time, so I don't want to waste a lot of words. I'm going to answer that using a small lyric. Damajana, pisanana, jogarippo, hero anen.
Wow, that's nice.
Wow, so that's nice. Sir,
Okay.
what about you, sir?
Definitely. For me, 2026, okay, why not let me also explain you with the same lyric from that song. Okay. Ennoda peru siranade, ennoda hara neranade, zero ipo nuranade, ada nuranade. So 26 for me was special. I had a new family. It's been growing. Started my own business. It's pleasantly going on with all my goals and commitments. So hoping that 26 also will be special for that. And hoping Javed sir for you also that all your comeback, all your goals, all your wishes should be coming for you, inshallah.
Okay, so now we just understand how the 2025 for both of our lecturers. So before I conclude my final question, what's next? 2026. Few more days. 2026, what's your plan?
Love it. I love that question, Mohit. 2026 is about winning. Not only winning as a lecturer, not only winning as a entrepreneur, but winning for my students. 2026 is about revision, it's about exam preparation, and it's about spoon feeding. Yes, Riyas? Spoon feeding our subjects to the students. A teacher's job, Riyas, is to cultivate minds, is to inspire, but mainly a teacher's job is to make the life of the students easy. So That is my answer, Muhid. We're working on an exam bite. We're working on a revision program. And finally, we're working on spoon feeding the subject to our students. How about you, Riyas?
With me, I'm making 2026 more colorful with a lot of diagrams. This time, I'm converting my whole syllabus lineup from words, from text to diagrams and making it more colorful for students to make them easy to learn the parts and the link between the subjects in and out. That's it.
So, we are ready to meet both of our lecturers, Mr. Javed Ossen and Mr. Riyas, at Colombo, Kandy, and online. And meet you all at class. Very happy New Year and have a blessed 2026.
Peace, happy New Year, and that's it for today.